Hello, ladies and gentlemen. For my previous video, I received an email from an individual. The person was asking me why make a video on Google when everybody knows about Google, or YouTube when people already know about YouTube, or Gemini when people already know about AI. I sat for a minute and I thought, well, it means I really needed to make that video. Now, here is the case, okay? That is an opinion. But if you have an opinion and you don't have the knowledge, then you need the knowledge to know exactly which direction to take. The video that I made was purposely for those people that are looking for information to go about their day-by-day life. I am going to give you guys a little bit of explanation on information. Generally, there are two classes of information. There is public information and private information. Okay? When you go on the computer, whatever information that you see in which you don't have to log into a system or be granted access to a system, that is a public information. But if you have to log in or be granted an access to a system, you start getting into private information. Within the public class and the private class, there is other classes. Let's take a government organization. A government organization can have private class of information. And within that private class, there is classified and other private kinds of classes. A company can have private information. Within the private class, there is other classes. I believe you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Now, if you're somebody trying to go about your day-by-day life, you're looking for information for travel, information for school, solution to a life problem, solution to a school problem, information of what goes on in another country, all those things that are very readily available to the public, okay? Google is the largest search engine in the world. YouTube is the largest video search site in the world. And we have AI, which is the modern technology of delivering information. So if you need a source for information, the right source is what I gave to you guys in that video. I was giving you guys the right source of information. If you need information, go to Google or YouTube or the Google AI Gemini. Google does it for you guys, okay? They do it for the public. Through travel, everything available in the public, okay? If you want to get into a government system, that is public. If you want to travel, that is public. If you want to know about immigration of a country, whatsoever, those are public information. You are a student, you want to get scholarship at a school, those are public. And all those information are available. The people who give you guys those information, if you have to move from one place to another to ask, those people, they ask you to pay because they go on the computer and get those information, okay? Or they go on the school website and get those information. If you already know a school, you can go on the website. It is public, it is there on the website. Or you can come on the computer, Google gives you the name of the school. You go on their website and do it. That is how it is done. Anyhow you want to do it, all you need is knowing how to read and understand. If you know how to read and understand, what is the need of you going to pay somebody to get an information when you already know that if you go on the computer and do this, you're going to get the information for yourself? Simple logic, right? Okay. I was telling you guys that Google is the largest search engine in the world. YouTube is the largest video search in the world. And we have the Gemini AI. There are other free AIs, okay? Some people may say, why not do a paid AI? A paid AI is going to give you more information. Or why not use ChatGPT? I prefer Gemini. I have a reason for that. Smart people are going to know it. Now, when it comes to paid AI and free version of AI, the only difference between a paid and a free version of AI comes down to the data that you're dealing with. A paid AI handles your data in a way that the data does not become public if it is a private data, okay? If an information is private, you use a paid AI to keep that information private. If it is public, you use a free AI, okay, for the information. For instance, if you have a company and you have a company payroll, you cannot process the company payroll on a free AI. If you process the company the company payroll on a free AI, and somebody goes and prompts the name of an employee in that company, the AI is going to provide the payroll information for that person. So in order to avoid situation like that, without having to disclose certain private information, there is paid AIs that you pay to keep your information private. Okay, I believe that is clear enough. Now, coming down to public information, any information you need to go about your day-by-day life. Where else do you want to get it? AI is trained on data, okay? That is one thing you have to know. So, if you're looking for an information, you have to go to the source where you can get the information you're looking for. That is why I tell you guys, whatever you need, come on Gemini. Gemini is going to help you with it. Come on Google and search. Come on YouTube and search. That is why I made that video. If you're looking to do something, I think the time you're going to spend just going over videos, other people's videos on the computer, you can use that time and do something for yourself as long as you can read. The problem with some people is that a lot of people don't like to read. That is the problem. Because you can come here, you come on Gemini, you do a prompt, scholarship for African students looking to study abroad. You can see that the information is going to be displayed. A list of schools are going to be given to you. And the other thing is, when you're dealing with AI, your prompt has to be very specific. The more specific your prompt is, the more information you are going to get. If you're looking for scholarship for an African student traveling to UK, it is going to give you general information. A scholarship for an English student looking to travel to UK, a scholarship for a math student, a scholarship for a biochemistry student, those kinds of things. It streamlines the detail. A scholarship for math student around the world, it streamlines it. I think that should be clear. So you guys should work with that. That is the information I have for you. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section, or you can shoot me an email. All right, talk to you guys in the next. Bye.